Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here, and in today's video I'll be giving you guys a post-draft Washington Commanders cap space update after the Washington Commanders have signed all their rookies to contracts. We'll talk about what they can do with that remaining cap space, maybe some extensions for guys like Sam Cosmi, maybe sign some free agents. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and that notification bell as well. Been super close to 13,000 subscribers for a while now, so please help me get there. It's been a slow climb to 13K, but I know we can get there soon. And comment down below what you want to see the Commanders do with that 13K, and if you think they should extend Sam Cosmi. So right now, Commanders are still in a really good cap space situation. They got 37 mil, which is second in the NFL, $8 million behind the Patriots, who have number one. So the Patriots have the number one. Or have the most cap space by a lot. And if I look a little bit to the right, sometimes I've got the Euro, I got the Spain versus Italy game on in the background. It's in the second half right now, 1-0 Spain. I know a lot of people who watch my channel aren't soccer fans, but got the Euro Cup on. But Commanders 37 mil. You look at 2025, they still, it's still early, but they're in a good spot as well. Fourth most cap space. With about 49 guys. So, you look at the Steelers, they've got 39 guys under contract, but they have $78 million in cap space. So, really, the Commanders have more. A really good, for 2024, it doesn't matter because everyone has around the same amount of players. But for 2025, there's some teams like the Patriots who have 52 and still have $91 million in cap space. And there's some teams like, you got the Steelers with 39. That's just not a lot of players under contract. So they're going to have a huge, overhaul to do with the roster. But the Commanders have 49, which is reasonable, which is more than these two teams right here, less than the Cowboys. So they have a good amount of cap space for 2025, 2026, same thing. At that point, it doesn't matter. But the Commanders right now, let's look at it. What can they do with this cap space? So right now, Terry McLaurin has the biggest cap number at around 24. Then you got Deron Payne, John Allen. That makes sense. And then you have a big, those are your three key players right now. You have a couple others, but those are your three key players. They're all 20 plus mil, which that's normal for your top three guys on a team. A lot of teams have a guy that's making, besides the quarterback, have a guy that's making over 25, maybe even 28, 29. We don't have that guy. But, you got after that. It's crazy that Jaden Daniels, in his rookie year, his cap number is the sixth most on the team. Or no, is the fifth most on the team. That's insane to me. That's insane. And he's not even, obviously getting paid a lot compared to the normal American, but in terms of NFL, it's not like he's getting paid, a ton. He's getting paid, $6.863 million this year. It's a lot of money, but to be the fifth on a team is kind of crazy. They have a lot of guys that are in that middle range, but it's a big drop off from number 3, which is John Allen at 21.5-ish mil, to Andrew Wiley, which is about 9.5 mil. That's a $12 million difference between number 4 and number 5. And Andrew Wiley, this might be his last year. He was not good last year. Definitely in the beginning wasn't good. Got a little bit better. I'll give him whatever. We'll give him a little bit of a pass year one. Quarterback might not have helped him out. He also definitely didn't help out the quarterback. And then maybe Bieniemy didn't help him. We'll give him this year, but he's got to show, he's got to show up. And then after that, you got a bunch of guys that got mid, level-ish, money. Dorrance Armstrong, Tyler Biadasz, Frankie Louvu. Those guys are under contract for a few more years. And then you got one-year deals like Marcus Mariota, Bobby Wagner, Jeremy Chin. So a bunch of guys on one-year deals. This is the one to look out for. Sam Cosmi is going to be a free agent after this year. He is an absolute stud. Absolute stud. They have the Falcons player here in the graphic, but PFF had him as the third-ranked guard in the NFL, over guys like, Zach Martin, Joel Bitonio, Tyler Smith from the Cow, really good at Kevin Zeitler, elite level names. So, am I saying he's necessarily the third best guard? No, but I really don't know. I don't watch film on all these guys. Barely watch any film on Sam Cosmi in general. So it's hard to tell, but I know that he's a good, very good player for the Commanders right now, and has a chance. Like if he has another year like he just had, he has a chance to be like an elite level guard, a Pro Bowl, All Pro type of player. He's got to stay healthy. That's a big thing with Sam Cosmi. So, hope he doesn't get hurt, knock on wood. That's the big thing with Sam Cosmi. But if I was Adam Peters, and I do trust him, but I would go ahead and extend him now, because you do have that question of the injury and, only one really good year. But when Sam Cosmi has been healthy, he has played, in my opinion, at a pretty high level. His rookie year, he was very good. A little up and down, but he was very good for a rookie. Played solid in general, but for a rookie, he was very good. And then second year, played 2 games where he was healthy. And then he had the thumb thing or whatever and was out for 5-6 weeks, and then came back and still wasn't fully healthy until the end of the season. And they were just rotating him and Cornelius Lucas in and out. And he wasn't great, but also it was just a weird situation. And then last year was really good. Really good. So I would consider paying him. Not completely sure what the guard market is, but I think if you sign him now, not only do you eliminate the other competition, like if you're thinking about, okay, is it better to sign him now or sign him in free agency? Well, now you're really just negotiating against him, and you're not negotiating against all these other teams that are going to want him. There's not very often that very good offensive linemen hit the market, so teams are going to pay a lot of money for Sam Cosmi if he has another solid season. NFL guard salaries. We'll just look at that. I think it's going to be 20 plus mil for Sam Cosmi. I know that seems ridiculous. Maybe a little bit less than that. But, Chris Lindstrom just got paid 20 mil. And that was in the offseason. In the offseason of 2023. So maybe Sam Cosmi isn't completely, and we're seeing Taylor Swift stuff here, but maybe Sam Cosmi isn't completely at the level of Chris Lindstrom, but it's 2 years later. I'm thinking it's going to be around 20. If it is in 2025, it'll be 2 years later. If you do the deal now, I could see it being maybe in between Elton Jenkins and Quentin Nelson, maybe 18, 19 mil a year. But if he has a really good year, stays healthy, and, Jaden Daniels doesn't get hit a ton, and you can't afford to, lose him, then I could see him getting paid $22, $23 million a year. And if it's a 5-year deal, that's $3 million a year over 5 years. That's $15 million that you're saving. And, in just that one contract, it's not a ton of money, but if you are able to save and get ahead of these deals consistently, you're going to be saving $7, $8, $9 million every year to help your young quarterback. So that is why I think it's important for the Washington Commanders to get ahead of it, and you want to, you build your team through the draft and not necessarily going and signing these big free agents. And I know Adam Peters didn't necessarily he didn't necessarily draft Sam Cosmi, but he's in the building. He was in the building when Peters got here, and I think it's wise to get him under contract now, pay him 18, and instead of the 22, 20, 21 he's gonna get, because I know people are like, he's not gonna get that. Trust me, if he has the season he just had and stays healthy, he's getting over 20. He's getting at least 20. Just the cap keeps going up. And, offensive line play is very, very valuable. And you see right here, he's making 20.5. That was in 2023, over a year ago. Cosmi's going to make more. It's just, that's how it is if he has a good year. The Commanders can do that. They have more than enough cap space after signing, Jaden, Ben Sennett, all the guys, Luke McCaffrey, Mike Sanderstill, Johnny Newton, all those guys. They have the money to still sign as many guys as they really want, because there's not a lot of guys left in free agency. But if you want to go ahead, sign Cosmi, you can probably, I wouldn't mind, because you have so much cap space right now. Usually you like to backload the contract. I wouldn't mind if the first year the cap hit is a little bit more, like, because usually the first year in a contract might be like, for a 21, $22 million a year contract, like you're able to get it down to like $8, $9 million. Like if you look at what Deron Payne was getting last year, his cap hit was not that much. So you could get it down to 10, $11 million. But I wouldn't mind keeping it like 17, 18, 19. And, the next couple years, it's a little bit less when they actually need it. But let's pay Cosmi. He's a huge stud for the Washington Commanders. And what else you can do with that free agency? You can go ahead and sign some free agents if you want to that can help out this team. There's some receivers here you can see available. Washington football team legend Alex Erickson. I'm just kidding. You can see some of these guys' names. I don't think we need a receiver. At this point, we don't need a tight end. You got Zach Ertz, you got Ben Sinnott, and a few people confirmed it's Sinnott. So you might be like, it's Sinnott. Well, he said himself it's Sinnott, so I'm going to say Ben Sinnott. These are all the tight ends that got signed. Offensive tackle, this is the one that I could see happening. You got Donovan Smith. Big no for me there. David Bakhtiari, less of a no, but still a no. He's very injury prone. He has this turf drama. No, that's a no for me. DJ Humphries maybe has some. I believe he played for the Cardinals. Not completely sure, but believe he played for the Cardinals. You got Billy Turner, Dwayne Brown, VT legend there. Riley Reef, like some okay guys, but at this point, you might just want to roll with the squad you got. And I think they're fine. Yeah, so DJ Humphries did play for the Cardinals with, under Cliff Kingsbury. I'm just going to double check that, but he's a guy that could make sense as a veteran. So yeah, he played in Arizona his whole career, actually did make a Pro Bowl, and that was under Cliff Kingsbury. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy the cap update. Try to bring you guys one of those every month or so, especially in the early part of the offseason. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace. And I forgot to do it. I always do it at the end of the video. If you did stay till the end, I really do appreciate you. Go ahead and comment down below David Amerson, Redskins, kind of an OG at this point. I mean, at least for me, I was a cornerback there for at least a few years there. So go ahead and comment David Amerson. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.